Hello, HumeFog students. Today I'm going to be talking to you about website evaluation as well as two of the most common mistakes that students make. And the first one is not putting in the sponsor, and the second one is not putting in the date when they use EasyBib. So, let me just start by doing a general search for something that you might research. So in this case, I'm just going to, let's say I'm looking for annual animal information. I've already used the websites on the LibGuide, and just going to do a good Google search. Let's say I'm looking for ocelots. They are very cute little animals from South America. And I want to make sure I get the word animal in there and then maybe the word information. So notice I didn't just put ocelot. I kind of expanded that to give me a little bit better search. So obviously I'm going to pull up some information here. Now, first of all, the first thing that I do is I'm just going to go through and look at these website addresses here, and that's going to help me a lot. I'm going to be able to eliminate some just from that point. Okay, so in this case, so these ones in the box are, they are kind of sponsored, so we don't always look at those. A lot of times we kind of don't. Let's see, my first hit is a National Geographic. That's a good one. This second one is Switch Zoo. I don't know of a zoo named Switch Zoo. And the second thing is when something's a .com and it's not like a magazine or newspaper or something, that kind of makes me nervous. I'd have to research a little bit more. So same thing with this one, it's a .com. Of course, we don't use Wikipedia. Sometimes we use the links at the bottom of Wikipedia, but we never cite Wikipedia. This is another .com. Oh, this is a .org. That's usually a little better. This is a San Diego Zoo. That would be a good source. So in this case, a zoo would be a good source because obviously the people writing the articles would be experts. This one is a .edu. Those are usually very strong sources. This one, look, the Jungle Store. Really? I mean, why would, once I'm kind of automatically dismissing it based on that. This one is a .org. I would have to look at information. I would have to look at the information. And then second of all, it's really more focused on rescue, and I'm really looking more for general information. And this is a factsabout.org. Once again, I'd have to look at that to figure out some information. So first of all, I'm going to take a website that I know is reliable. So I know this National Geographic website is reliable. So I would obviously what I would be doing here is I would be in my EasyBib account, and so just remember with EasyBib that you're going to if you haven't, you want to register with that coupon code of MNPSBIB, and that's going to get you in. Now I'm going to go ahead and log in, and so I'm going to kind of do that. So I have this lovely website here. This is National Geographic. This is good. It's good, reliable resource. Yay, rah. So one of the questions gets to be when I use EasyBib. Of course, EasyBib is only as good as you use it. Is what is the sponsor? So commonly what kids mess up on is what is the sponsor. So you take the website. We know kind of how this goes in EasyBib. You've already created a project, okay? And you're in the bibliography section, right? And then you're going to, you're in their website and you put in the website, right? And you do cite this, okay? So, notice here that there's first of all, if there's an author, we're going to put that there. Second of all, if there's a publisher sponsor, we need to put there, and then third of all, when it was published. So let's look for those three things. So the first one is I'm seeing, is there an author? And there's a photographer. A lot of times I look at the end of the article to see if there's a name. There's no name. So that means there's no author. Okay. So the second thing is a sponsor. So is there a sponsor? So I go down to the bottom of the page. I'm looking for like a copyright or like an about us. See, there's an about us right there. But I don't even have to click on it. And the reason why is because down at the bottom is the copyright date with National Geographic Society. So bang, I know that the publisher sponsor is National Geographic Society. And that's really important because when you don't have a publisher sponsor, I can't find the trail back to your source. So if you don't have a publisher sponsor, I automatically count it wrong. I just do because either A, you didn't look for it, or B, it doesn't have one. And if it doesn't have one, you shouldn't be using that website anyway. Okay, I'll just leave it up to that. Okay, so what about this? What about this electronically published? Can we find that? And we can. Do you see that copyright date? You see how it says 1996 through 2012? This date is what it wants is the latest date. So we don't know the day, we don't know the month, but we know the latest date is 2012. Okay. Now I double checked everything. I checked the website title to make sure that wasn't something. Sometimes EasyBib will get something crazy, and then all of a sudden I double checked that it's right, and there it is, and it looks right. Notice I don't have an NP and I don't have an ND, so I have all the information that I need. Now going back here, let's look at a website that wasn't done right. That's not a good source. So I'm just going to kind of look around here at this Jungle Store one. So this one is a store, and so I'm kind of looking here and I see a lot of ads on the side. That kind of makes sense because it is the Jungle Store and they're trying to sell stuff. And so how would I so that's one of the signs is that it has a bunch of ads on it. So the second thing is this about us. So when I click on that, is it says the Jungle Store and where it is. It tells me popular stuff and that they have blogs, but guess what? It does not tell me anything about those articles that are on there. It doesn't tell me who wrote them. So as far as I know, it could be a high school person that they hired for the summer who's writing these articles. So when you cannot verify that the person writing that article is an expert, that they absolutely 100% are an expert, you don't use that information. Okay, that's really important because there's a lot of information out there and it can look good, but if you cannot verify that author, don't use it. Okay, so any questions about where to find the publisher, sponsor, the date, let me know. You can, like I said, publisher, sponsor, 100% you have to have. Date, 95% of the time there's going to be a date down there, and that's what you use. It's usually something like 1998 through 2012, something like that. So and then use that latest date just like I just showed you. So hopefully that will help you with some of those common problems you have. See you later.